All right, hello, and welcome back to the Crossword vlog, aka Clog, Sunday edition. And yeah, I'm looking at this as sort of a training opportunity edition. Obviously, we're well behind schedule on the 1 hour challenge. Already 10 minutes past the mark. And Sunday is traditionally well, I think always the longest, most time-consuming puzzle. Um, but yeah, I really don't want to have a situation where I get through Monday through Saturday and have a great time um, ahead of me, and then I just fumble the ball on the Sunday. Um, so I'm gonna try to take this as seriously as possible, get myself in the mindset. I need to get this done in under 15 minutes, and we'll see what happens. Um, all inclusive. I wonder, it could be like all in as like a poker related thing, but I think it's more likely that it's just like some part of the clue is like repeated inside the answer or something. All inclusive. But we'll get started. Let's see, Mom, what's in it for you? Ma'am? No. That doesn't make sense. Things you hope. Okay. Malbecs, maybe? Okay, interesting. Maybe ales. I have to clue for the circled letters. Okay, that's what all the clues are going to be. Okay. Arizona, I guess. I guess Ken. It's not Alec Trebek anymore. Maybe a drake. That's a male duck. Bit of work. An erg. I guess they air stuff. Okay. 8 more than a dozen. I mean, that's a score, 20. Seed, believe that. Cave, and then ova, gel, slog, layman, royal, king, royal, rare. Could be a poker thing, I guess. I'll come back to this. Unlocked. Lift off, blast off, like with a rocket ship. An atrium, bald, locks like hair. Altar, could be drone. Fell on, maybe? Fusion. Agua. Labors, it might be Garbo. Drone. Something feature or creature. Re. Noel. Uh, Coco, I think. C. Clef, is that a thing? Recur. An Eon. RNN? No, An. Spid. This could be Olay. Lan, I think. Could be Newt. They draw. Tore away. F10. Fell 2? No. I want it to be out of, though. Okay, I'll come back to that. Maybe ECAD. Edit. So Malabex was wrong. Fool. Maybe a dope? Shia. Or Ksuni, I guess. No, this is OSHA. Not worth a sue. It might be Edgar Allan Poe. Oh man. AFL-CIO. Fuzz. Cops. Doesn't sound. Share. Sounds like share. This could be like wink wink. Play S here. Salt. Maybe a mantra is repeated. Maybe just man. Tack. Hearty baked entree. Could be eerie. Hardware. The Big Easy is in New Orleans. Laser tattoo removal. Maybe S here? No, this is bear. Previously. Maybe a mob. Once. Half and half. I guess one, if you add them together. We come in peace. ETs. Pi follower. The truth is. Oh, it must be the alphabet. Ditto. Sames. I want this to be Luigi or Mario. Luigi. The thing is, row, help. So do I aid, but no. Ooh, this is outcast, the K. 9 is 3. I think that's 3 in Spanish. Trace. No, I'm dumb. High-speed flyers. They barely scratch the surface. This could be sobs. Variety. Maybe an herb, which is herb in England. This point. Supersonic jets, I guess? ice somethings? Maybe. The zither. That's like an instrument, I think. Maybe niet. Mighty Mudville. I have no idea what that means. RPM gauge. It's the tachyometer, I think. Made par. Class with many graphs. Beat it. Shoe. One of the doors. Stick out. Yeah, I think this is this. Nope. Thought there was room for an E, or an L, I mean. Obscure. What a ridiculous name for a book. Exposed. Probably still S here. Oh, a dupe, and then this can be guts. And appetite. Dessert, I guess. Sierra, type of cloud. Pile of chips. Could be a bunch of antes, like in poker. I guess HR rep. 8 pints. Pint? Is that how you abbreviate it? No idea. I guess yeah, something weird is going on there. That's for sure. It might skip. Skee ball. ETAs. A stool goes on top of the bar. Cousin of a nebula award. Interesting. Barely. Maybe hint, hint. IT Pro. Pot pie. Import. Yeah, some letters look good, some don't. Jar. Unshut. Attack. Assail. Thresholds. Guess you might get some stain. Print. Cusps. Cast of something stare. Yeah, I still need to get one of these. Rugrat. ROTC. So what's... Maybe it's not in it. Might be mind your own business. Type. What's it to you? Obelisk. Definitely does not need to be king. Merlot's. Top something. Tolkien tree creature. Okay. That is an ent. Top ranking royal. Okay. Besides, maybe else could be. Loot could, no. Maybe try it. Oh, a liar. And then yet works. Try it. Casey. Okay. I think that's like a reference to Casey at the Bat. It's like an old poem. 9 times out of 10. Often, okay. Recur works, I guess. Fell to, round. That makes sense. Nerf fasts. I'm gonna come back to that in a sec. Econ. Maybe a rub. Take this out. Ear is like the Irish name for Ireland. Roses. Ice. It's ice something. Cast a... Cast a something. Okay. Oils. Monster. Kind of like the letters there, but this could be like a brat. Okay, time for a lap, I guess. This doesn't look... That's not worth... Yeah, this doesn't... Like, I can't parse this beginning part at all. Huh, okay. Stick out. Sure, home... Yeah, something must be wrong here. Earth? R... Oh... Pacific... Pacific? Okay, but our home near the sun is Earth, I guess. Exposed out. Enough. pacifists denounce denouncement pacifist. That's not how you spell it. Siri pacifist renouncement. They don't use fists. Okay. DM'd. It might be Egan. That sounds familiar. Bulge. Nurse. Cloud. Roadies acts like a guitar. Outed. A Hugo Award, science fiction writing. Could be Eden. Remaining to go. Okay. Could be like Tyke. Moose. I'm gonna take that out for now. Ilk. I like jet there, but must not be because there's no way this ends with a J. Ice skates. Okay. Here. SSTs. Monster. Mouse. Eradicator. Would be a cat. Okay. Cast a something long look, like a good long look or something. Cast a really long look and a slouch. All right. Not a bad time at all for a Sunday. In fact, probably one of my best times ever. Um, Even more so than Saturday puzzle. Getting anywhere below or anywhere near 20 minutes is a big achievement for me. Obviously, not quite at that 15-minute mark that we sort of want to be at, but really emphasizes how much of an anomaly this week was. Um, but yeah, let's go ahead and admire the puzzle. So I do like the theory of this theme. I do think in practice it doesn't work out that nicely as a solving experience, for me at least. But that doesn't take away how clever it is. Reason being, I mean, like, the whole point of the theme is that you don't get the clue until you get the middle answers, but it's quite hard to get the middle answers when things like Ricky are in there, or Erg, um, uh, or Elan, and stuff like this. Um, like a lot of the times, uh, yeah, the fill that's crossing the circled letters is just really, really terrible. Um, and so it's pretty hard to get a clue before just like filling this out. And then at the same time, while um, some of these bits of fill are like real phrases, like 9 times out of 10, that's like just good standalone fill. A lot of them are just sort of like fake, like mouse eradicator is not like a phrase, or pacifist's renouncement is not like a real phrase. Tokian and creature, not a real phrase at all. And so we're left with this sort of like weird solving experience where, um, yeah, like you don't actually really have any real clues until right near the end. And even in cases where I did get like often uh, pretty quickly, um, it's so vague that it doesn't actually help you with the rest of the answer. So in terms of solving experience, I just think this is like not really that fun, I would say. The difficulty is nice, for sure, but like, I don't know, the theme just sort of doesn't feel like a fun, like, oh, once I get the gimmick, I like can do anything with it. Like I understood what was going on, um, sort of after the first one, which I think was Tolkien Ent Creature. And then from there, it's just like, well, that still doesn't help me answer these. And you can see like basically all of my final bits of fill were related to this theme. Again, because there's bad stuff crossing it. And speaking of bad stuff, bad fill, yeah, I a Sue and Popo right next to each other is kind of unforgivable. I've lost streaks to the word Sue, not care one Sue or whatever. And for that reason alone, I am familiar with this word and could put it in pretty quickly. Uh, yeah, this this will definitely end people's puzzles. It's just a completely awful bit of fill, kind of unacceptable. Like I've seen SOU, which is already bad enough, but like making it ASU is even worse somehow. A lot of proper nounage, of course. Uh, SSTs, for example, is not great. The long fill outside of the theme is just okay. Of course, there's a lot of long themers, which doesn't leave a lot of room for long fill. Um, but yeah, uh, not ideal. Uh, Obviously, I will give credit for the fact that I didn't personally get stuck anywhere. Once I filled in the last letter, I felt confident that it would all be correct. But that's also partly I just like have picked up a lot of these little bits of um, weird uh, crosswordese knowledge that helped a lot today. So I definitely benefited a lot from experience and not like crossword specific experience, not just like knowledge of the world. So yeah, I like while my like ending emotion is not as salty as it has been on other Sunday puzzles, I still feel very inclined. Yeah, stuff like tack. I feel very inclined to give this a poor score. A lot of yeah, uh, mostly because I just didn't really appreciate the theme that much. I appreciate the challenge in finding these answers, and I do think it's like an interesting and clever idea, but I just like it's all about the solving experience in my mind. It's not about how clever you are making this puzzle. So, with that in mind, give this a 3 out of 10. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.